Most gardeners are told that Biochar is a miracle ingredient. Just mix black charcoal into the soil and watch plants explode with growth. But here's the part almost nobody tells you. Raw Biochar can actually rob nutrients from your soil, stunt seedlings, and slow down plant growth for months. That's why some gardeners swear by it while others quietly abandon it after disappointing results. Before we continue, subscribe to Garden Success Tips for more honest gardening truths that can save your soil, your harvest, and your money. Why raw Biochar can damage plants. Fresh Biochar behaves like a giant empty sponge. It has millions of tiny pores, and those pores immediately start absorbing nutrients from the surrounding soil. Nitrogen, potassium, calcium, and moisture get trapped inside the Biochar before plant roots can access them. Young plants suffer the most because they rely on steady nutrients during early growth. This is why gardeners sometimes notice yellow leaves, slow growth, or weak root systems after adding raw Biochar directly into garden beds. The Biochar itself is not toxic. The problem is that it is biologically inactive. It needs to be loaded with nutrients and microbes first. Using raw Biochar straight from a fire pit is one of the biggest mistakes gardeners make. Ancient farmers understood this centuries ago, but modern gardening shortcuts often skip the most important step. The ancient Amazon soil secret. Over 2,000 years ago, farmers in the Amazon created some of the richest soils on Earth. These dark fertile soils still produce crops today even after centuries of heavy rain that normally washes nutrients away. The secret was not charcoal alone. The secret was activated Biochar combined with organic matter, compost, food scraps, manure, and microbial life. The ancient method worked because the charcoal became a permanent underground habitat for beneficial organisms. Instead of acting like an empty sponge, it became living soil infrastructure. Nutrients stayed available for roots instead of washing away during storms. This explains why properly prepared Biochar can keep improving soil for decades rather than acting like a temporary fertilizer that fades after one season. How to activate Biochar properly? Activating Biochar is surprisingly simple and extremely important. Start with 10 liters of crushed Biochar. The pieces should be small, about the size of rice grains or smaller for best results. Mix the Biochar with 10 liters of finished compost and 5 liters of aged animal manure. Then add 5 liters of compost tea or diluted liquid fertilizer. If using liquid fertilizer, mix 1 cup into 10 liters of water before pouring it over the blend. Moisten the mixture until it feels like a wrung-out sponge. Let it sit for at least 10 to 14 days in a shaded area. During this time, microbes and nutrients move deep into the pores of the Biochar. Once activated, apply about 2 to 3 liters of the mixture per square meter of garden soil. For vegetable crops like tomatoes or peppers, add 1 cup into each planting hole and mix it well with the surrounding soil. Why activated Biochar changes soil long-term? Activated Biochar improves gardens in ways that regular fertilizers cannot. Its porous structure holds water during dry periods, which means soil stays moist longer and plants experience less drought stress. Many gardeners notice they can reduce watering frequency once Biochar becomes established in the soil. Roots also grow more efficiently because the soil stays loose and oxygen-rich. Beneficial microbes thrive inside the Biochar pores where they are protected from heat and drying conditions. This creates healthier root zones and stronger plants over time. Unlike compost that eventually breaks down completely, Biochar remains stable in the soil for decades. That is why activated biochar is better understood as permanent soil architecture rather than fertilizer. The real truth about biochar is not a scam, but incomplete information is. Raw biochar alone is not the magic solution many gardeners expect. The real power comes from activating it the same way ancient growers did centuries ago. Once prepared properly, biochar can transform weak soil into a moisture-retaining, microbe-rich growing system that keeps improving year after year. If you found this guide useful, subscribe to Garden Success Tips and share this video with fellow gardeners who want healthier soil, stronger roots, and bigger harvests naturally.